everybody, welcome to Let's Yoga. My name's Gill. Thanks for joining in with ZArts today. Today's yoga is all about animals. Rah! So I've worn my favourite tiger onesie. So we're going to think about animals and how think about the animals that you know. Think about whether they move fast or slow. Are they big? Are they small? Where do they live? Is it underground? Is it overground? Is it in trees? So all those things to think about. Okay, so before we start, make sure you have a space ready to do your yoga. So you've got lots of room around you. Make sure you've got some lovely comfy clothes on. Onesies aren't essential. Make sure you've got some water nearby so you can keep hydrated. And make sure you are kind and safe in all that you do in your yoga. So if you feel any pinching or any tension, come out of it. And remember, it's great to have a go. So if you can't do the poses just yet, that's fine. It's all about learning and trying, okay? So we're going to start by saying our special yoga code word. So can you come down into cross legs if you aren't already, and bring your hands into your heart space like this. And our special yoga code word is Namaste. So let's say it together, bow our heads after 3. 1, 2, 3, Namaste. Amazing! Okay, so we're going to start by doing a lion's breath. So that involves breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth and sticking our tongue out and making a little bit of a roar sound, okay? So we're going to do 3 of those together. So let's take a deep breath in through our nose and then breathe it out and make a big sound. Amazing. Let's do 2 more of those. So breathing in and then breathing out. Excellent. And then breathing in through your nose and then breathing out. Amazing! So we're just going to do a little bit of a warm-up of our bodies before we start. So we're just going to warm our heads, our necks and our shoulders and wrists, okay? So can you breathe in, look up to the sky, and as you breathe out, bring your head back to center. And then as you breathe in, bring your chin towards your chest, look down. And then as you breathe out, back to center. As you breathe in, look over to one side. Smile at anybody you might see. And then as you breathe out, back to center. As you breathe in, look over to the other side. Then back to center. Let's do one more round of that. So as you breathe in, look up. As you breathe out, come back to center. As you breathe in, bring your chin towards your chest. Look down. As you breathe out, back to center. As you breathe in, look over one side. Smile at anybody who you might see, and then back to center. As you breathe in, look over to the other side. Again, smile if you can see anybody, and then back to center. Bring one ear to one side, and then back to center, and then we'll bring one ear to the other side, and then back to center. And then can you bring your hands up, give a little wave, bring them out to the side, take a deep breath in, bring them up, and then place your palms together as you breathe out, bring them back down. Can you bring your hands in your heart space, can you point it up? Can you flip it down? Careful with your wrists there. Then can you roll your wrists one way, and then pause. And then roll them back the other way. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come down. So as I'm wearing a tiger onesie, I thought we'd start off doing a tiger pose. So can you roll forwards onto your hands and knees? I'm just going to flip round so you can see, hopefully like this. So put your toenails towards the floor. Bring your hips over your knees. And see if you can pull your tummy in towards the back of your spine. Place your hands out really nice and wide and bring your shoulders over your wrists like this. And can you look forward into your sort of a cow pose, I suppose, and then can you arch your back and your spine and bring yourself into a cat pose like this. Maybe give a little wiggle from side to side, and then breathe in. Can you stretch your hands out, stretch your neck out and look up, and then as you breathe in, can you stretch back and maybe give a little twist from side to side. So tigers are very elegant, I think. Maybe give a little rest back onto your knees. Tigers are very elegant and they have really big paws. So can you show me your paws? Can you show me your claws? Amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to elegantly, stealthily move in our tiger pose now. So coming back down onto all fours. Can you outstretch one leg straight out behind you? Can you see there? Maybe I'll move a little bit more forward. Can you see there? See if you can keep your hips level, and then can you really elegantly and slowly and stealthily move it back down? Amazing. Can we go on the other side? Can you really elegantly and stealthily move your leg out? Pointing your heel towards the sky and your toes towards the earth, and then point it back down. Now, can you see if we can do one leg and the opposite arm? So, can you really carefully, stealthily move that leg out, stretch your heel out? Can you see if you can lift the opposite arm? Keep your neck nice and long, look down and stretch. Take a deep breath in there, and then as you breathe out, carefully and elegantly place everything down. Let's do it on the other side. So, can you bring that leg out behind you, balancing on your tummy there? Using your core, can you lift the arm up? Now, you might only get a short way, but can you opposite arm? Take a deep breath, and then as you breathe out, carefully place everything down. Rest back onto your knees and give your hands a little bit of a twist out there. Well done. I think I saw some very elegant tigers there. Okay, now what I'd like you to do, I'm just going to flip round, is come up to standing. Okay, so see if you can get there without using your hands, my favourite thing. And see, like another big elephant. Oops, I just said the animal. Think of a really, really big, ginormous animal. See how wide you can put your legs and see how big you can make your arms. Can you think of yourself as a giant elephant? Now, elephants are really big, aren't they? And because they're so big, they're quite slow. So they move very slowly. So elephants have really nice long trunks. So maybe here, you could put your arm out and you could wave your trunk. So wave your trunk around and bend into your knees and move into your hips. So this is your elephant trunk like this. Put the other arm behind you, swing it around. Amazing. So then bring that other arm behind you. Can you do a trunk on the other side? And swing your trunk around. That's it. Woo! Gives us some movements in our hips. And then can you heel toe your feet back to centre? Now as elephants move really slowly, maybe can you see if you can lift your legs, and it's almost like you were walking on the spot really slowly. So coming onto your tiptoes, bring your hands to your waist. Can you bring one knee into the air and hold it there for 3, 2, 1, then slowly place it back down. Well done for trying. Balancing can be super hard, but it's really great to have a go. Don't worry if you wobble. And then move your weight onto the other foot. Can you come onto your tiptoes? And then can you slowly bring your feet up onto your knees in the air for 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Well done, everybody. So now we've done elephants, and now we're standing up really nice and tall. Can you think of a really tall animal? Giraffes! Amazing! So, standing here, can you bring your feet underneath where your hips are there, standing up really, really nice and tall. We're going to come into a tree pose to represent our giraffes today. So, back to another balance. Can you bring your knee, your heel onto your leg there and balance on your tiptoes? You can bring your hands back to your waist, or maybe you can bring your hands out to the side. This is one variation of our tree pose. Maybe you can bring your leg further up, your foot further up your leg. Perhaps you can put it all the way to the top. Be careful around your knee spot. And then maybe you can put your hands into the air and be a beautiful giraffe. And then float your arms out to the side. And then carefully bring your foot back down and your arms back down. Take a deep breath in there. Deep breath out. Balancing is tricky, isn't it? But it's really good to do. So standing up super nice and tall again. We need to do the other side because yoga is all about balance. Okay? So bring your heel in towards your shin like this. Maybe that's enough balance for you today. Maybe that's fine. Maybe you'd like to bring it up to the side. So bring your heel just below your knee, not on your knee. It's a bit dangerous if you do that. And then maybe you could bring it all the way into your inner thigh like this. And then again, maybe bring your arms out. Then as you breathe in, be a really tall giraffe. Oh, and then as you breathe out, slowly release everything back down. Okay, so I think we can do a little bit more with giraffe. I really love giraffes. So can you give a little bend in your knees? And can you bring your hands all the way up to your head? Now, can you imagine these are beautiful fluttering eyelashes, or they're giraffes' really tall ears? And can you really daintily bring your knees up and have a little walk around as a giraffe? And imagine you're a really, really tall giraffe eating leaves from the tops of trees. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. Really, really love giraffes. Okay. Next animal we're going to do is a slivery snake. So, bring your hands together in your heart space like this. Bring your feet close together with your knees close together. Can you bend and wiggle your arms like you're a curly, slivery snake? Then maybe you could bend over to one side. And then breathe in as you go up. And then as you breathe out, go over to the other side. So twist in your body and then breathe in as you go up. And then one more time over to that side. And then breathing in as you breathe out, go to the other side. And then see if you can melt yourself all the way to lying down on your tummy. So snakes climb through trees, but they also slither on the ground. Okay, so I'm just going to step down and I'm going to slowly make my way onto my belly, into a snake pose. So coming down onto your belly, bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, put the tops of your feet so your toenails facing the earth and your hands flat down here. This is cobra pose. Can you look up and give a great big stretching our tummies, bringing our ears away from our shoulders. And maybe you can look around one way, see what you can see, and then have a little look the other way. Amazing. So, another little animal you could do is, can you come down, make yourself into as small as you can be. So, can you push back up onto your knees again? And then bring your legs with your knees out in front. And can you make yourself as small as you can be? So this is going to be the smallest animal. So it could be a tiny little beetle. It could be a baby hedgehog. And see, as small as you can be. And have a little rest down here. And take 3 big breaths. Breathing in, breathing out, Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Amazing. Now imagine your tiny little creature has started to grow. See if you can grow the animal. So it's going to be becoming really, really big. See how big you can make your animal. I'm going to turn around so you can see. It's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. And then, roar! It's the biggest animal ever. Make yourself the biggest animal. And then release everything. And come all the way back down to seated. Wow! So, just before we finish, you could finish this little, we're going to say our special yoga code word, but you could carry on being an animal for the rest of the day. So think about how the animal moves, where do they live, what do they eat, what kind of things do they do. Maybe you could be really, really small and then grow into something beautiful and big. Okay, and then maybe you could like and comment and share with what you've done. So, sitting up nice and tall in your crisscross legs there, bringing your hands together in your heart space, and we are going to say our special yoga code word after 3. 1, 2, 3, namaste. Okay everybody, thanks for joining in today. Wonderful to see you, and see you next time. Bye.